Hello, how are you? I hope you're well. So it's been a while since I've made a video, and a lot's happened probably since then. Things are a little bit more settled, and with my mum and everything, I've got kind of relaxed a little bit too much because I've kind of been avoiding sorting out some paperwork. So I'm gonna make myself do that tomorrow because otherwise it's never gonna get done. So things that I need to sort out. I've been making a list of things that I need to do. So I've got to send an email to the council about my mum because they've sent a bill for housing benefit overpayment, which they've already taken from my mum's Vico Homes account. So they've already taken it out of there, and then they've sent her a bill for even more, and the dates are all completely wrong. So they're charging her for about 8 weeks more than what they should have done. So I've been delaying writing the email because I know it'll just get me wound up, and I can feel myself getting wound up now and stressed. So anyway, so I need to do that tomorrow. I also need to fill in this form for the DWP so that I can sort out her and cancel her pension credit and other stuff. And then I need to email Eon, who they owe a large amount of money, which they're refusing to pay. And I also need to email TalkTalk, who owe us some money, and they're being arseholes as well. So this is the joys of having an elderly parent and having to deal with all their affairs. Honestly, it's just a nightmare. It never ends. It really doesn't. I'll just be glad when it's all sorted out. And then I need to pay her care bill for September, August, or whichever month. And then I need to ring the DWP about my brother so that I can be his appointee and sort out his finances then. So it's just, I just hate all this kind of dealing with government officials and companies that are part of this matrix system and are just money grabbing, difficult, make you feel like they're not even logical people. I'm sure they're robots on the other end of the phone. They can't even read an email. They can't think logically. They can't add up. And they're just money grabbing, robbing idiots. So yeah. So I'm gonna have to be dealing with all of that this week. So I'm gonna sort out the most important ones first, and then work my way through those. But I'll feel better once I've done them, because otherwise it's just hanging over me like a big heavy cloud. So that's that. In myself, I'm feeling a lot better. I've started wearing those little patches again, the LifeWave patches. So they're making me feel better. Although this last week I've been feeling really tired, but I wasn't sure whether that was because I wasn't sleeping very well. And and then I was doing extra shifts in the afternoon, but it just felt more than that. And then all of a sudden, then I felt a lot better on Friday, and I have been feeling better since then. So I think maybe it was either this Atlas eye atlas, whatever it is, 3-eye atlas, or maybe sort of some mild viral symptoms or something. I don't know, because I had a bit of a cough and a pain in my left side. So I'm hoping that has cleared now. But I've started applying the X49 patch as well as the X39. So I'm hoping to see some good effects with my muscle composition. So when I next go to the gym, although I've not been to the gym really for 2 weeks. I went yesterday, but I've not been today. But yesterday when I went, I wasn't actually... It didn't feel any harder, and I'm not aching today. So the recovery has been better, which is, I think that's down to the patch. In myself overall, I feel a lot better. And so from that point of view, things are positive. I'm slowly getting there with my house, sorting things out, and that's very slowly. I've kind of given myself a couple of days off, but then it's really hard to get back into it. So I need to do some cleaning tomorrow and then get back into the sorting out. So I need to sort my kitchen cupboards out, and then... So I've got some things of my mum's that then I need to decide what I'm keeping of mine, what I'm keeping of my mum's, and then what I don't want, and I'll just take to the charity shop. So I'm going to sort out my kitchen cupboards. And then I've got some projects that I really want to start, but obviously I need to do the not so pleasant things first. And I need to sort of do the preparation first. So my projects that I want to do, I've ordered some more paint for my kitchen cupboards because I didn't like that last colour that I got. And now they're like 3 different colours. So because I've started them about 3 different times and I've not liked any of the colours that I've used so far. So I've ordered a purple colour, so I really think that I'm going to like this one. So I need to paint those, and then I'm going to paint the chest of drawers and the shoe rack thing that I got from my mum's. So I'm going to paint those and then put some like picture transfers on. So when I start doing those, I'll actually do before and after videos or photographs and post them on a video so you can see. And I also need to, this is never ending, paint my living room wall, which I left not painted because I was going to put some decoration on it, but I can't do it. Can't do it, so I'm just going to paint it, and then at least it's done for Christmas. Can always add the decoration afterwards. And so then I get somebody to hang a couple of doors that I've got just hanging around in the living room, and then it might actually start to look a little bit more like a home rather than a dumping ground. And then I need to sand down the banister on the stairs so that because I'm going to paint that and make it look like a wood effect, like an oak effect. I need to do that so that I can paint the wall leading up, because it's all open plan into my living room, you see, and that last little bit spoils my living room. And then I need to get somebody in to paint my stairs. So then at least the staircase is done. Because I need new carpet. And it just never ends. Basically. Because I've neglected it so much, because I've never had the money. All the time, when I was working full time, I never really had the time. I never had the money, really, even though I was working full time and I had a really good job. I've probably got just as much disposable income now than I had then, and I'm like bringing in half as much. It's funny, isn't it? But I haven't got a mortgage anymore, you see, and I've cut right back on all my bills, which maybe I should have done before, but I just wasn't very savvy with my money, basically. But everything's easy in hindsight, isn't it? So anyway, so that's that. As long as I'm cutting down now the number of days that I go see my mum. So I've cut that down to 4 days a week instead of 5 days. And hopefully I can get that down to 3 days a week. If I can get it down to 3 days a week, then I really will feel like I'm getting my life back. I do feel like I've got a bit of my life back, but and I'm not like so focused on her anymore. I'm focusing on myself a bit more. So so it is getting better, and things have sort of settled there now. So like her health and everything, and sorting out the doctors and stuff like that, that's all settled down. So that's good. My diet wise, I have not had a good week at all. I've had so I've got some gluten, like neutralizing tablets, so I can take them about 10 minutes before, if I have any gluten or anything, and it counteracts the effect of the gluten. So I've had a little bit too much, really, gluten this week, because I think I can just like pop these. And plus I've been busy, like here, there and everywhere, so it's not been that easy to get the food that I need. And I've not been very organised either. And then plus I've been eating lots of sugar. So that's all, both those things combined have made my blood pressure go up again. Not as high as it was, but still quite high. So and I can feel that it's high. So I need to get that down again. I did think that the patches were helping with that, but I'm not sure that they are. Well, not now at the moment anyway. They might do in the future, but they're not at the moment. So so I just need to cut the sugar out, because I'm pretty sure that that's what the main thing that's causing it, and the gluten. So it's all fun and games. So I need to get back on track with that and my diet and the carnivore or ketovore, not full carnivore, because my bloods did go back to normal when I was on that, and my blood pressure came right down. So I know that that works. And then this last week has just been really interesting from an awareness point of view, and from a spiritual spiritual awareness, consciousness, whatever point of view, I've just been more aware of even though I was like, mentally, I knew that all the events that are going on out there are a distraction. I was still getting sucked into some of it, and I was still kind of taking sides. Still reading a lot. I was still looking at stuff on the internet, and I was still watching videos about it. And then that kind of triggers you a little bit. But then what I've noticed over the last week is that I've been getting bored with it. Getting really bored with it. And it's like it's not applicable. It just feels like it's not applicable to me. I know it is, kind of. It is, because I'm like living in this reality at the moment, but it's kind of like, it's not, I don't want it to be part of my reality. I'm not accepting it as my reality. So, and then I just feel like I'm getting more and more detached from it all. As if I don't want to, as like I know, it's not just that I know it mentally, but I know on a soul level that it's all a distraction. So there's nothing out there that is right or wrong. It's just how can I put it? It's our inner state that actually affects the outside world. So they're creating the drama out there, they're creating the distractions, and while ever we are participating in that, we are helping to create it. So I just kind of switched off from it all. Plus it doesn't it's like irrelevant. It's almost like it's all irrelevant, and especially now there's like this major celestial event taking place at the moment, and I'm really, really feeling it, and I'm like, it's really making me feel like there's been a big shift in my consciousness, and I kind of walking around, even though like just thinking about filling those forms in and sending those emails, that sort of makes me feel trepidation and just not very good. Just generally though, I'm walking around in this like state of love and peace, and it feels like I've had some kind of shift in my consciousness, and I actually do think it's due to that 3i Atlas celestial whatever it is in the sky in space that's near the sun, and I feel like it's affecting, no, it won't be just affecting my consciousness, it'll be affecting everybody's, but I'm really feeling it on a conscious level. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens with that, because there's meant to be some major shifts over the next month, just generally. So yeah, I think that is probably like the main news, but it's not actually in the news. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, I'm feeling quite at peace, really. So that's good. That's good. And I hope it stays that way. And I'm meeting new people, and they feel like genuine connections. And I'm not as affected by or triggered by the people who have betrayed me in the past. They do still annoy me, but I'm not as triggered. And it's just unfortunate that I have to look at them every day. But other than that, I don't know. So I think that things are I'm starting to heal, and things are starting to get better. And I think it's just a case of persevering. I'm trying with my business this week. I haven't done that much with my business, to be honest, but I haven't really been feeling, like I say, and since I've had this shift, I've not been feeling it as much. Like, not almost that almost feels irrelevant as well. But then I'm kind of like, well, what am I meant to be doing? Or am I meant to be doing anything? Do I really need to be doing anything? I watched something the other day, and it was like a purpose. People who think that they've got some big purpose in life, it's to do with like not feeling heard as a child. And I'm kind of like, that was me. So, so I'm like, really? Is that... I've always felt like I've had some big purpose, but have I really? I don't know. But then I've been told it by other people, so was that wrong as well? I don't know. So I'm kind of just like, but I was feeling it before I watched that video. So I don't know really. Do I? Yeah, so it's kind of like sent me off my path a little bit. Don't even really know whether that's what I want to do anymore, to be perfectly honest. And do I really want to be doing it, or do I just want to like go live in a hut somewhere in Scotland and just make bread, light fires, and make clothes and do art and stuff like that? I don't know. I do want to do art. See this. I do want to do things like this, and we've made our lives so complicated, and that's what really frustrates me and annoys me about having to deal with all these government authorities and big companies, because it's just time consuming bullshit, and it's just takes us away from doing things that we really, really want to do, that being creative and growing plants and vegetables and making things and expressing ourselves, experiencing things, experiencing nature, experiencing life. These are the things that we should be doing, and yet all our time is taken up arguing with authorities and trying not to get ripped off and trying to survive, doing a job. You know, most people work all hours of the day just to be able to put food on the table, and we shouldn't be living like that. That's not our true nature. It's not. So we need to, and that's something else that I need to do, is to do this heart coherence meditation, because we really do need to reconnect with our hearts. That's the only thing that's going to carry us through. Do you know what? I years ago, I came across this guy called Max Spears, and I literally found out about him the day that he died, which is rather unfortunate. But then I started watching his videos, and it kind of triggered an awakening inside of me. And a lot of what he says makes excuse me so much sense to me. And at the time, it kind of, like I say, it triggered some kind of awakening in me. And then, so I kind of binge watched all his videos for a while, and then I stopped watching them because and they kind of all disappeared from YouTube. And this last week, they've been appearing in my feed, and one appeared this morning, and I watched it, and there was so much information in there that I mean, that video would have been made at least 10 years ago, and everything that is said in that video has come true. And it's all about what he was saying is we need to balance the masculine and feminine within each of us. That's the only way we're going to get through all of this. And we need to reconnect with our hearts, and we need to get out of our heads, basically. So I did used to do the heart coherence meditation a few years ago, and I used to do it on Facebook, on a Facebook Live, and I got see, yeah, stretching my throat, and I got attacked because of it. So but I'm going to start doing it again. So I'm more aware now, and excuse me. And I know how to protect myself more, so I'm going to start doing that in my Divine Feminine group. I might post it on here as well. Anyway, got a bit of a frog in my throat, so I'm gonna go. So take care, and I will see you all soon.